Reaper's live, but you can keep singing. You can keep playing that song for me. I liked it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Then you just start getting all gushy and lovey, and I won't get no work done.
Then you want to talk.
Yeah, then you want to talk. You want to talk about feelings. We're tired of that shit. We don't want to talk about feelings no more.
I know.
I'll step them motherfuckers way down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where they stay.
You know, he thought you liked him till you put me in the truck with him.
Ha yeah. That makes you think twice about it, huh?
Yeah. Get trapped in a car with this girl that's been locked up with a
a
kid for weeks.
radio or nothing. I got her over here.
Hey, no, that's when you do turn the radio up. Because if you look over at her and all you're hearing is, it don't bother you.
That's why he takes me out in the Nova, because he can't hear me over the exhaust.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take the loudest shit I got. Well, we're fixing to find out what our transmission is.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Tim, Jerry, John. How is everyone this morning?
Hey,
Good
there's
morning.
a bush. What about the van, Stacey? Quit.
I know.
Take your mind out of the gutter. This is children-friendly.
I know.
So, oh, no, it's not, is it?
It's not a kid-friendly show.
A lot of kids like it, though.
If you're live on the West Coast, please drop your kids off at school before tuning into this live feed.
Yeah.
No shit.
Or if you're at our house, handle some YouTube. They'll never know. They'll never hear nothing else.
Ray said that. Oh, wow.
How is everyone this morning? Hey, Don. Anthony.
Pretty cool transmission stand, huh?
Which is fine.
Roll out of bed, John.
Pop the
Good
pan.
morning,
We're
Allison.
fixing to see what the hell the problem is.
Hello in El Paso.
After we get all that shit, I need you to jackhammer down on that trailer, Jasper. Yeah, I'll get that trailer finished so we can do the next show with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I am great here.
Well, sure, you don't have to do anything. Stand around and smile. I mean, that's a good job. It's good work if you can get it.
I've been told more than once my job is to stand here and look pretty. I do it.
And today you actually showed up to work.
I
The
did.
last few days you ain't showed up to work.
Oh, I've worked.
No, you haven't. Walking around in a ponytail, no makeup, looking like a ragamuffin.
Well, I'm pretty today.
Because you've been slacking. All right. So what are we talking about?
I don't know. You had some drama, I
yeah.
guess.
No, it ain't drama. This shit was you know what? I didn't bring my damn baby nothing.
Whoa.
No.
How are you gonna do a live feed without a baby?
I have no idea. Because I like doing it on live feeds just because the dickheads that don't like it.
They get all excited.
Oh yeah, I love it. That's why I usually make a point of having it, just to piss them off.
Ha
Anyway, let me have a stool. So what we're gonna talk about. What we're gonna talk about is.
Do you have your script? Did I give you your script?
Did you give me my script? I don't know. If you did, I did the same thing with the other one. I do with the other ones. I didn't read it. So, Holly Springs race, or second race of the series. Let's talk about that. One, that was pretty much a life-changing race, or the return trip. So I don't have a stop button. So when I got to get shit done, I do whatever it takes to get it done, including the point of running myself into the ground. When we get to Holly Springs, we changed the date on the race. That was the only date available. We had to deal with 5 other races going on, 4 of them within 100 miles. So we didn't have a big crowd. I mean, we had 1,500 people, which is still pretty good for last minute changeover and all that. We had a good car count, not a really good car count. But we're gonna come back to that part. The thing that changed everything was coming home. I was in the middle of I-40, 80 miles an hour, and the truck or the trailer, I stacked her sideways behind that motorhome. I fell asleep driving. That has never happened in 50 years. I'm 50 years old. I've been driving since I was 12 years old. Been driving a car on the street since I was 13. I've never fell asleep. Nodded off, but never fell asleep. People that fall asleep, they go, "What? Deer jumped out from me?" All that. No, I'm being for real. When I look up, there's a car going to the right, and there's a car going to the left, and I've got the motorhome cop, and I look in the rearview mirror, and I see the whole side of the trailer. I knew what the hell I did. I fell asleep. I ain't gonna do that shit no more. I got too many people depend on me, and I got a boy that depends on me. So I'm slowing my roll. I'm gonna start taking things a little bit slower. And if everything don't get done, it just don't get done. at the Monty Smith race, I brought this car. We wanted to do some testing with it, do some grudge racing with it. We had a transmission issue. We don't even know what it is. We got to figure it out, and it's something dumb simple. So we'll have that figured out because I'm going to bring it to the next race in Belrose. On the racing end of shit, everybody, I've been playing this series for 3 years. I've talked to everybody. I've talked to, when I went and did appearances, to ask people what they wanted to see. All the big tire guys all said, we can't run with the Ryan Martins and the Birdmans. You know, we'd come, but we'd want to have a fair chance of winning. So I put a tire restriction on it. I did that for every guy out there. The 10-5 guys that said, oh yeah, man, we'd love to come to one of them. We'd love to get into no prep, but we can't compete with those guys. I'm calling bullshit on all of you. I fucking put a tire restriction on it. Now there's other things to whine about. I've got a group of small tire guys that are following my series. They're showing up. They're winning events. They're busting their ass. I will put my focus on small tire cars after Belrose. I'm keeping my shit in place. I'm keeping the payouts where they are right now. But if you big tire guys, you want to whine and cry about everything and you don't want to come show that you're running no prep race, fine, I'll switch the purse. I'm taking the tire restriction off. I gave you guys a chance for you little guys to come out. Because if you don't think you're coming to my race and you're not being noticed, you are being noticed. I make sure you're noticed. I'll speak for you. If you're doing a good job and you believe it and you're trying to race, I'll speak for you on anything. But you guys ain't showing me nothing. What you're showing me is you want an excuse every time to not come to a race. Tire restrictions off the big tire class. All the other rules apply. Run any tire you want. After Belrose, if the big tire car count don't pick up,
Slow down.
huh?
Slow down.
Oh, yeah, it just pissed me off, that guy this weekend going, well, man, I wanted to bring my car, but, you know, I can't run with it. I said, guy, I put a tire restriction on it so you could. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, can I run? Fuck all that. Small tire guy, I got small tire guys, which is amazing because the first year of No Prep Kings had a tough time getting small tire guys. Tough time. Come to find out, there's somebody in the background that's telling them don't go, don't go, don't go. It'll be better later. Well, I got a badass group of small tire guys. That Black Sheep Mafia group, they're going to come to every race, and they race their asses off. Jensen can too. Congratulations, he won small tire and big tire. That don't bother me. I'd love to see a small tire car win at all of them. But I'm going to put the focus on this race, and my series is about the little guy coming up. And small tire guys are what's going to back me and support my series, then I'm going to support them with the payouts. That's just how it is, guys. I got to support the people that support me. Right now, small tire guys are the ones that are supporting me. Coming out in droves. You know, good small tire count, fast small tire cars, and guys that are positive and upbeat, and they're there to have a good time and try to win that money. I will leave everything in place on the prizes and the payouts for Belrose. I'm telling you guys, if I don't have big tire cars show up, I will minimize them. I'm going to focus this series on guys that are wanting to race, that are wanting to get into no prep. And they're truly wanting to get into no prep. Brings to another thing. If you're a carpenter and you build storage sheds, when they have a world house build off, you don't instantly just deserve to be there because you build sheds. I'm being very careful with what I say. You know, everybody earns where they're at. Every one of us have earned where we're at. We've got the trenches, we've fought on the street, we've done everything to get where we're at. There's a real good friend of mine that's got a saying, nobody owes you shit. And I believe that. Nobody owes you shit. It's funny how nobody wants to support anything until they think it's worthwhile. That's not how it should be, guys. Mm-hmm. If you're going to support no prep, support no prep. If you're going to support figure skating, support figure skating. But support it all the way. Don't be half-assed. Don't be on the fence or say, I only want to do this, I want to do that. Jump in with both feet. You know, Dwayne Bills was one of the guys with the tire restriction. He's dying to want to come run the series, but I put the tire restriction on it. And he don't want to change his car back and forth. And I get that. But evidently, I've got 6 guys 6 guys that run that tire that wanted to come to the series. They're great guys. I was trying to make it even. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do with what the people want and what racers want. Same deal with No Prep, Jag Radio, motocross, all that shit. Everybody ought to be out there supporting it right now. Not support it when it's convenient for you. If you gotta get on, get on. I mean, be positive, and we can make this the biggest thing racing has ever seen. But everybody needs to drop their attitudes, drop their bullshit, and drop their entitlement. Nobody owes you shit. Earn what you got. Get that respect. You got to earn it, guys. Everybody does. And you got to get behind something. You can't say, "Oh, this is great," to somebody's face and then slam it on the internet. You know, I think no prep racing is the greatest thing that this sport has ever seen. It gives everybody more of a chance. My races are true no prep races. I mean, when we were at Holly Springs, it was tough at first. So that's what it's about, guys. Racing, if you're going to get behind it, get behind it. If you like one part of it and you don't like another part, cool. That's why we live in America, greatest country in the world, because we have that freedom to do that. Don't go slam everybody else, and don't think that you should be a part of everything. Earn where you're at, guys. I started in the street. I'll still street race right now. Well, so I get transmission back in the car. I street race something. It's what I love to do. I love no prep because it's the two things that I think you have the equalizer of the surface that you're racing on. So I started in the street. I've worked my ass off. I've done without. I've worked 2 fucking jobs to be able to buy parts for my cars. I've done all that. And guys that are coming into racing now, and they think they just, I don't know, guys. I don't know why anybody would think that they're entitled to anything. Get into no prep all the way around. Support it all the way around. Don't support it because all of a sudden it's the hip and cool thing to do. Support it. You know, we just signed another season of No Prep Kings. When we were doing the first series, there were a lot of people screamed and hollered, "Oh, they're booking over top everybody's races, blah, 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 blah." Sometimes you got to do stuff to make that film schedule work. You guys know I'm a cast member on that show. Chuck Ryan and I worked real hard to get that thing going. I put in a lot of hours making that thing, trying to make it work. I mean, lived on the fucking road.
5 months.
5 months, didn't see my home. You guys know the schedule? They had to take a race over top of my Cordova race. I was going to make my Cordova race because that's a commitment that I told everybody, just like I didn't make the season finale because I'd made a commitment to Bodie. So everybody that said, "Oh, they do it on purpose," there's no way they would book over my race on purpose. It's just that's what fit the schedule. And at first, Dominic at Cordova said don't have any other dates. I said it's got to be in that month because I got races in every other month, plus we're fixing to start back No Prep King. Well, they got together because same place owns both racetracks. They got together. Dominic found me a date. We're gonna do the Cordova race the weekend before the first starting No Prep Kings race.
The last weekend of April.
Yes. So make no mistake, guys. Just production does what they need to do to bring a fucking TV show to you guys. And if it means booking over my race, that's the date they had. That was a date that was available that made everything work. Because there's a lot of things that go into making this show. It's not as easy as everybody thinks. Putting on these races is not as easy as everybody thinks. It's a lot of work. So, I mean, I didn't go on the internet and go, "Oh, booking assholes are booking over my race." My schedule's been out. No, I didn't book over nobody. Everybody booked over me. I didn't say a word. You got to do what you got to do. But I bought that I bought that before. Everybody thinking I was doing that shit on purpose. Discovery doing it on purpose. Pilgrim doing it on purpose. Guys, it's a TV show. There's so much that goes into making that show all the time, and there's hundreds of people that have to cut footage and put it all together, and it has to make a certain schedule. We had to get No Prep King started. That was a date that was available. Got to make it work. So I didn't like it, but I do in the fact that it shows everybody. They book over top of Reapers too. They didn't book over top of it. They took the date that worked in the schedule. They didn't get mad at me when I said I'm going to my Cordova race. They said, well, we hate that. We want you there. I said, well, so we all got together. They said, let's figure out what we can do. That's what we did. So Cordova is going to be moved a week early so we can start the season of No Prep Kings. And I think this season is going to be one of the best seasons ever because everybody's got to remember this is a TV show. It's a TV show about doing something we all love to do. But I got a plan this year that probably going to be a lot of people getting excited with me. I'm bringing this orange car. Nick and Rich, of course, are still with me. They don't do mechanical, but Travis Quillen's going to tune the car mechanical. But I still got my boys going to be there to help me, and they're going to be running Jack French's car. And I've got Scotty Duggan right now has got my backup motor, actually the motor that we're going to run. This is going to be the backup motor, so we're going to go do some testing on this. And my plan, I never go to a race thinking I'm going to lose, but I know what this car's done so far in testing, and I'll be honest, there ain't a car on No Prep Kings I'm worried about. It's going to be tight. It's going to be hard. You have to earn everything that you get. This car's fast. It's fast. It's consistent. And so far, we're fixing to do a lot of testing on it. I'm more confident in this car than I've ever been in any car. Travis and I built a killer car, and it's badass. It's fast, super fast. So, see if we can keep it together. I'm gonna try. I'm going there to try to win the championship. That was the hardest part about me not doing the first race. That knocked me out of it because, as you guys know, I don't have the best luck in the world. So I'm gonna have to go rounds and keep trying to move forward and keep this thing on a rail. And it's gonna be tough. There's a lot of tough people on that deal. Everybody's going to win. Ryan Martin, one of my best friends, win 5 races and still lose the championship. That deal's tough. But we're going to take one race at a time, do the best we can every race. We're fixing to put Reaper back together, and I don't know what we're going to do with Reaper. I think, what? I can just go back to street racing.
Or just,
No, street race. Street.
$5 ride at the fair.
What? $5 ride at the fair? I go broke. I won't even pay for the methanol. Methanol's the cheapest fuel you can run. Take about 2 gallons of fuel just for a ride. Actually, Ronnie Pace was telling me the other day, he goes, man, we ought to go back to what we used to do. Street racing. I said, I'm game, dude. Let's do it. Mm-hmm. So, put Reaper back together. I'm going to put Reaper back together, and I put it back together the first time just to run Dave and Chief on the street. That never happened. Never got that call. But I'm going to put it back together, and that car's going to be sitting there ready at any time. Mm-hmm. It's pretty close right now. Kyle sent me a new blower drive. And we're probably going to be, plan is to be testing it in Ruben's car next week. Nick and Rich are going to come down, and we're going to see what we get little Ruben's Corvette to run. Take all 3 cars and go test them. What else was we going to talk about?
Well, I don't know what was on your agenda, but so tonight we need to watch the Derby race, and then you need to do a live feed about that.
What Derby race? Oh, no. It airs tonight?
It aired like Monday night, I guess.
Okay, then what happened?
Well, everybody just wants to know about your car and
who?
The fans want to know about your Derby experience.
Yeah, okay.
And why Dave had an issue with your car.
Because Dave's a bitch, that's why. Dave's a bitch. He has an issue with everything I do. Guys, if you not noticed that, no matter what I do, Davey's got an issue with it. And Davey's a punk. He's a punk. That's what his problem is. He's a titty baby crybaby. He had an issue with my car. He had an issue with my Nova. He had an issue with Reaper. He's got an issue with everything. I'll tell you what it is. I think he's got a man crush on me. That's what I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think we need to grease up, get naked, and let her take off. Because the thing is, I talk out of the front of my mouth. I don't talk like this in the driver's meetings where nobody can hear me. Yeah. Dave had an issue with this car. Dave's always got an issue.
Well, it was a real Derby car.
Yeah, it was a full-blown Derby car. But, of course, he had an issue. Here's the thing. On that Derby deal, Chuck and I showed up with cars to win.
Yeah, Derby.
By the rules. By the rules, once again. I don't know if they showed, but I blew Smooth up at Farm Truck and Agent over that deal. I don't know if they showed that, but, I blew it up, told him, "Ball, kiss my ass." Because I brought a car. I had a Derby guy that helped me with the car that kills people at Derbies. Yeah. He's badass. Mm-hmm. I brain locked his name.
Brandon.
And, we built the car to the rules. Exactly to the rules. Now Chuck, I brought a top sportsman car. Chuck brought a fucking Pro Mod.
Yeah.
Everybody else brought daily drivers.
Yes.
That's their fault.
Daily drivers with no windows.
I think it was a top sportsman race. Chuck will say it was a Pro Mod race. But Chuck brought a fucking car and I brought a car. Here's the level that everybody puts into this. And you watch that Derby race, you can see who's on that level. You know, look what Ryan brought. Look what I brought. Look what some of the other guys brought. Look what Dave brought. He just took any old car and did nothing. Put no work in, no time in, no effort in. That's how much he's about being a part of something. Nobody put no effort in. Chuck and I put the effort in. That's all it was. Bought that car for $1,000 on Craigslist. Mm-hmm. Brandon spent about, I don't know, $500, and he did some safety stuff to it. But it was a Derby car.
It was already built for that.
It was built. It was actually an enduro racer, is what it was.
Yeah.
But I didn't. Oh, so Dave cried about that too.
Well, apparently, I don't know.
Good deal. Oh, I will go watch it. But like I said, Dave's a bitch. He's always been a bitch. He'll always be a bitch. He ain't a man. He'll never say nothing to my face because he knows what'll happen. He talks sideways. I don't care, guys. Dave's nothing. Dave's a wannabe a man and a little girl. But I think it is funny. I guess he's got to have a man crush on me, Stace.
He does.
I mean, 'cause everything I do, I think at night he lays in bed going, fucking Reaper. Fucking Reaper. So I'm going to constantly be, that's why everybody said, are you gone? Oh no, I will be in everybody's fucking ass on that deal from now on. Because if I left, they would breathe a sigh of relief, and that's never going to happen.
Oh, apparently he said your motor was illegal.
It was a bone stock fucking motor. It was a bone stock fucking Crown Victoria motor. Mm-hmm. Bone stock. Mm-hmm. He said mine was illegal or Chuck's?
I don't know. Somebody just said the motor.
But
was...
I tell you what was good about that Derby race. I get in my car there and everybody, and then Chuck pulls up right beside me. And I come out of my motorhome and I see that. I said, my man.
Yeah.
I said, he goes, hey, what's going on, man? I said, dude, I'd love to see you here. He goes, what's going on? I said, you just took all the fucking heat off me. I brought a fucking top sportsman car. You brought a full-blown Pro Mod.
Right.
Oh, let the bitching begin. And
yeah.
oh, it did.
Oh, yeah. And the crying.
Oh, God. But the thing was, we went to win.
Mm-hmm. Grab your tampons and your Midol.
And here's the funny part about it. If you guys watched the race, every one of them said, we got to get Reaper out. We got to get Reaper out. So that when we put the car back together, it broke an axle. Snapped an axle and transmission, jack transmission up. So Woodgie and I pulled the axle out of the car, put a piece of pipe over it, welded it back together, knocked the wheel bearing out. That thing, when I took it out the second time, that's why they had to push me out there. I had nothing but forward gear.
No reverse.
I was going, get me out in front of the pace car, guys. That's all you got to do. All I wanted was one hit. I got my one hit. That was good. That was good times. Good times. But yeah, I have to go watch that and address it. I don't know what was said, but I know I said hello to Jeff. Hey Jeff,
Yes, you
what you got?
did.
Which I did not mean for it to be as bad as it was.
Apparently he was scheming to take you out. So
Huh?
Apparently he was scheming to
They
take
all
you
were.
out. They all were.
Oh, they all were. There was a big. They came over and told me, Bobby, Dakota, come over and goes, man, they're all gonna get on you, and I said, hey, that's fine. That's fine. It does.
It's going to take more than one to take me out.
Oh yeah, it's gonna take more than one because ain't nobody gonna fucking take me out one-on-one. Nobody. But hey, that was great. They came after me, but I got the last laugh.
Yeah.
Cause I told Chuck sitting over there, I said, get out of my way, I got one shot at this. And you gotta notice, I waited till I got my one shot. And I did the most collateral damage that I could with one hit.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll have to go watch it. I didn't even know it was there. Well, I'll have to watch it now and everybody's asking questions. Yeah. So, anyway, there's a lot of exciting stuff coming up this year. And I can't tell you about all of it, but hold my beer and watch this shit. It's going to get exciting. There's I can't say nothing. Can't say nothing, but I guess the best way to put it is I'm going to be a pain in everybody's ass till the day I fucking die.
That's a fact.
I promise you that. They are going to know I'm there. They can pull every chicken shit, bullshit move they want. They can cry like a bunch of fucking girls. What I don't understand why everybody just don't be a man. Whole reason I left the list. I left the list because it ain't about racing. It's about scheming and lying and cheating your way to fucking get to the top. You know, Ryan Martin's been on me. Dude, you got to come back to the list. I said, why? What's the point? You know, I start to go up the list and then I start getting fucking blocked. So what's the point? You know, Reaper never fell out of the top 5 for 3 seasons, guys. Never. But I never could get past that because it was always a breakage or a delay or, you know, whatever. That wasn't no big deal. But once I said fuck it and I wouldn't play the games like everybody else, then everything went different. So Ryan's on me. He's wanting me to come back to the list. There's a few people want me to come back to the list, but I just can't do it. I can't do it until it's about what it's supposed to be about. The day that they say, no game, fastest car goes to the top, they better watch the fuck out. Because I will put Daddy Dave's ass on the trailer. I'll put Chief on the trailer. Put every one of them cars everybody thinks is so fucking fast. Which they are. I'll give them credit. They are fast. But in a fair fight, dead even, I don't think any of them can outrun that car or this car. I think you'll run with any car out there. On a list, not on a list, at no prep, anything else. And when they ever decide that they want to race and truly race and not play games, we'll see who the fastest truly is. But till then, it'll never be about who's the fastest. It'll be about who can play the games the best. So.
That's what it's been about all up until now.
How do we get on this subject? Oh, you brought the derby card down. Oh, you brought Dave up.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking love that, dude. I love the fact that I'm so far in his fucking head. That's all he thinks about. That's all he thinks about. May I just tell him, hey, send me some flowers, dude. Let's grease up, get naked in winter time.
Maybe you should send him some.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'll 1-800 flower him today.
Yes, please do. Send Dave flowers, seriously. Send him flowers and tell him I'm thinking of you.
Yes.
Send that picture from this morning if you want. Yeah, I think Dave's got
it's fitting. That works.
I think Dave's got a man crush. Maybe I'll just tell him, you know, shit, I'm securing my manhood. We can grease up, get naked in winter take off. See what happens. Never had a wife that skinny, but maybe it'll work. You didn't catch that part, did you?
I got close once.
Huh?
I said I got close.
Not that skinny.
once.
Not that skinny. All right. So we get everything covered. I guess I'll go watch the Derby race and get back with you guys. We're going to find out what the issue is with this. And we got all the stuff start putting Reaper back together. So I'm going to start putting Reaper back together. Oh, daily driver. I don't know what the daily driver rules are yet. Because it was funny. It's the first thing I asked. If everybody's bringing a daily driver, what's the daily driver rules? No matter what I bring. If I bring in a Zuzu Rodeo that's bone stock, Dave will go, he's got different gears in it. he's got seat heaters in it. It'll be something. I promise you it'll be something. I love poor Dave. God, that guy. I was sitting thinking
I love all this.
Huh?
I love all this.
Well, you know, it's funny because I'm supposed to be a nobody. I'm nobody, and sure seems like a lot of people want to talk about me.
It's because you're a pain in their ass.
I think it's because of my charming personality, my brilliant smile, my charming personality.
I agree with that.
That's what I think it is.
I agree.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get to work for about 8 hours. Not putting in no more of these 18-hour days. A lot of people said, "Man, you look like you were sick." Oh, I was sick, and I want to apologize to the people at Holly Springs. I don't feel like I did my job. I don't think I did a good job for them. To the next one. What?
Damn brother calling in knowing I'm doing a damn live feed.
I don't feel like I did a good job for them because, one, I was sick. Two, I had a hard time there because of Monty. By the way, in case anybody, I don't think we've told anybody this. April walks out on the track before. Huh? Did I?
She posted it on the page.
Um,
It was still cool.
Yeah, I got to get with April. I need that jet. But she walked out before they ever made a pass, and that nitrous jet's laying there. That kind of jacked me up too. But I was having a hard time when I went and talked to the crowd. I had to talk to them. I had to leave because that was a tough deal for me. It was a tough deal because of Monty. It was just a tough deal all the way around. So I want to apologize to people. I promise when we come back, it won't be that way.
Rose is not that far from Holly Springs.
Nope.
Come on down.
Nope. And
Next weekend.
That's what?
Next weekend.
Not this weekend, next weekend. Yeah, well, still got a lot of work to do, but you know what? What we get done was what we get done. I'm gonna concentrate on this car, and we're concentrating on Ruben's little '64 Corvette to get it ready for No Prep Racing, and hopefully we get time. Reaper will be together, and I'll bring Reaper to, make some passes in it.
Yeah.
But
the bike's for sale now.
the bike is for sale, $25,000, guys. I'm not taking no less. Believe it or not, that was a $180,000 build when it was built. Now that's back when shit was out of races. But it's got a 120-inch Merc motor that makes like 150, 160 at the tire, something like that. The motor alone back then was fucking 18 grand. It's a beautiful bike. It's a one-off bike. There's not another bike in the world like it. But guys, I'll be honest, I can't let that bike sit again. That bike sat for years before I got it. I rode it. I gave it to Monty. Monty rode it a couple times, and now it's set for the last 2 years again. That bike is set more than its road. It's probably got 600 miles on it, 1,000 miles. Well, let's just say 1,500 miles. But it's a badass bike. It's a badass riding bike. It's a beautiful bike. And it's not that I'm wanting to I'd rather not get rid of it. But at the same time, the reason I gave it to Monty is because I wasn't doing nothing with it. That's too badass a bike to fucking let set. It needs to be in the wind. And the bike is awesome. I mean, when you ride it, it's it's an awesome bike. For $25,000, that's what it takes to buy it, guys. That's not what I'm advertising it for, and I'll take less. The motor is worth more than that on that bike, believe it or not.
I'm gonna use that line on you when it's pretty. Another pretty day. It's too pretty for me to sit. I need to be in the wind. Let's get on the back.
Oh, I say that all the time. Say it all the time. You remember the times that I didn't ride that bike on rode the others because of you.
I know. That's how my buggy came about.
Yeah. So maybe I just keep that thing and put one of the pee pads on it and go bar hopping.
Oh God, no.
Oh, that is not a good look on you. Why?
Oh,
Are
Lord,
you not
no.
you're not secure in your relationship? You don't think I cheat on
Oh,
you?
I am, but sweet Jesus. Let's not
that'd
get
be
that
fun.
started.
That'd be fun. Play like I'm 25 again.
No.
Actually, I did that at 35 too.
No, thank
25, 35, 45.
you. No, you didn't.
I did too. I did too at 45. You were there.
I know.
That's when we was doing the bike rallies. You don't even want me to have people start searching for those pictures, Stacy.
Oh Lord, they won't find it.
Oh, I guarantee you, I can tell them where to find them from bike rallies. Torturing that poor kid that time.
Yes, I was just thinking about that.
That's wrong.
That
Okay,
poor
guys,
kid.
I'm going to get back to work. Thanks, everybody, for coming out to the races. Thanks, everybody, for watching the shows. No Prep Kings is going to be a very exciting season this year. And I'm looking at everything a lot differently than I have. I'll tell you what, that whole motorhome thing, that was an eye-opener. That's why you guys haven't heard from me. I did that live feed that day. Somebody said, man, are you sick? And another somebody said, man, it looks like he's on dope. Yeah, right. Yeah, I was sick. But it's sick because I'm running myself into the ground and not doing what I should be doing about taking a break. So I have been taking a break. Now I got to get to work. You guys, thanks for all the support. Thanks for tuning in. Bikes for sale, buggies for sale. Stacy's got a whole bunch of stuff for sale.
Any of you that are seriously interested in the buggy or the bike, or if you need parts, please private message the page.
That it?
That's it. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, I'm going to go ride my other bike.
I'm going with you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Nope.
Bye.
Bye.